2025, the Tanis Award, Heart of Pyrite, movie trailer for 2026 film Project Hail Mary. Today is Wednesday, 4 February 2026, and here I, Tanis Shearhurkers of Seattle, reveal my 2025 the Tanis Award, my science communication picks for Heart of Pyrite, movie trailer for 2026 film Project Hail Mary. So the award description is something done so well it does not require the whole thing to grasp the essence. And I'm going to note about this particular prize is for the Tanis Awards, my movie going picks. This is analogous to Best Picture. For Science Awards, this is analogous to the Copley Medal, open to every area of science. So some big deal prizes and awards kind of, they might have a number of like tentacles, so to speak, and so they'll have like one for different areas of science. And the Copley Medal is inclusive and kind of open to everything, and so it's like the best of science, period, when it's awarded. And so this is that. It's open to all of science. It's open to everything, not one particular facet of science. And so here, Heart of Pyrite, what is the pyrite in this movie trailer? So this is giving proper attribution to Heart of Gold. This is pyrite, so it's a different mineral, has different properties. Some call it fool's gold, but it's really about brevity done right. And so what is the pyrite in this movie trailer? And it is outreach and collaboration in science. It does it so well. I've written enough, like grant proposals and like submitted them, like National Science Foundation. I got an honorable mention twice, and to like the Department of Defense and the National Nuclear Security Association, something like that, and NSA. So I've in one of the things that's really emphasized in science, and that was in geophysics, and something that was really emphasized in science is outreach and collaboration. And so outreach is going outside of kind of like one's element to include others in what one does. And that can be like going to people who aren't in science. That is kind of the stigma of outreach. So that is reaching out to bring people into science. And then collaboration is working with others, be it in a different research group, but in the same area or kind of across disciplines. And this one does such a good job. They even outreach / collaborate with a rock alien in the movie trailer. I was like, wow, way to bring them in. It's not even a human, which is my Bachelor of Sciences in Geology and Geophysics with a minor in mathematics. And I was in graduate school in geophysics, reaching at my peak PhD candidate in geophysics before quitting with my degree. So, like the rock is very appealing. And so, but they do a really good job. The main character portrayed by Ryan Gosling is a science teacher. And so these officials come and ask for his help. So you can think of it as like they're reaching out to someone who reaches out. So there's a little bit of like a mirror and a mirror and a mirror effect kind of plot element there of like they reach out for help for somebody who's a little bit different than what they already have on their team. But he already reaches out and to kind of solve this problem. But that's also reaching out in a sense of like reaching out to collaborate in close quarters and bring him in as part of the team. But they do a good job of kind of, when collaborating, everybody has a different base. So when asking a question about like how much one values, like there's a snapshot, a scene, 2 minutes and some seconds kind of thing. Okay, movie trailer. He asks about like if they don't want him to die or something like, and then they're like, they have to like consult each other before they're like, we would prefer that you don't die. And it's collaboration. It's when people come from different groups, there's like different interests and different bases there. So what might be of interest for one might not necessarily be of interest for the other. And you go like, oh, the horror. And I was like, well, my research overlapped with the nuclear industry. So if you're like talking about death and stuff and our research is used for weapons development, we're not quite the right people to approach by like with that kind of methodology, right? Okay, let me go talk to the weapons designer over there. Like, there's a little bit of like, just kind of like common sense kind of changes in a collaborative setting as to, and what's the group focus and what are the people's specialties. And so I thought it just nailed it so well in like 2 minutes. And some seconds I was like, oh, it's like my work / research experience, but like so much better done than I could have explained at the time back then. You know, it's Hollywood. Of course they got it right. Well, not of course they got it right, because it's the only film like this to currently have this prize, if nothing else. So there we go. As of when I'm publishing this, you know, with a video on my YouTube channel kind of thing. So as the 2025 the Tanis Award, Heart of Pyrite movie trailer for 2026 film Project Hail Mary.